How can I find the short path of a Windows directory / file? I need to use shortened path names for an application that I am using. For example, I need C:\progr1/ as opposed to C:\program files. The program can't handle spaces and won't accept quoted paths, e.g., C:\program files. If it helps, I am using Windows 7. I can get access to any version since XP, if necessary.
Start, and type cmd in the run box. Start cmd, and use cd to get to the folder you are interested in. Then,
the short name is really the old DOS 8.3 naming convention, so all the directories will be the first 6 letters followed by 1, assuming there is only one name that matches, for example. Here is the only exception.
Create a bat file in some convenient directory. Then you could copy plus paste the short path from that path. You could just run command.com and keep doing cd commands to your current directory too. In Windows batch scripts, %s1 expands path parameters to short names. Create this batch file. I called mine shortnamepath.cmd and call it like this. Here's a version that uses the current directory if no parameter was supplied. Called without parameters. Using set and a named variable. Windows command prompt has some conventions for handling variables, with spaces in their values that are somewhat hard to learn and understand, especially if you have a Unix background. You can do with no quotes, or note the non-intuitive placement of quotes, then
here is a one-liner. Breakdown. cmd/c starts a new instance of the Windows command interpreter, carries out the command specified by string, and then terminates. 4% parameter in set do command conditionally perform a command several times. Echo display messages on screen. At symbol is the same as echo off, applied to the current line only. %s expanded path contains short names only. Sources: CMD documentation, batch parameters.
If you want to support the channel, please consider liking and subscribing.